Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for the fourth and most likely last episode of Let's Make a Map in Farming Simulator 17. I will of course provide you with the current version of the map in the description in case you want to continue building on it and kind of take this as a foundation. What I want to do today is just copy in a couple of buildings that I don't have but I would like to see here, and then we are also going to test out if all the features are working. At the moment I made kind of the exterior, so if we have a look at it from the bottom we should have everything covered and the environment should look nice. So it's far from perfect, but since this is more or less a tutorial, I kind of want to leave it at that, and I will do some off-camera work, you know, just for myself because I love to build these maps. But I think in terms of a YouTube series, this is going to be the last of it. Anyways, currently we have everything that we need except a couple of selling places. So if we actually switch to the other guy here, yeah, right there, we want to find a couple of selling places. Now thinking about it, there might be some here in this list. Yeah, we want to have a look at the locations, and then for instance there is a small farm. Let's have a look at that. This is actually an egg selling place if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, look at that, this is actually an egg selling place. So we actually might want to copy this in, I truly believe so. So what do we want to do? We want to file export selection with files, there we go. Yeah, I actually think I want to make a new category here. I'm gonna call this farms. In here we save this as egg place 01, just so that we know what it is about. Let's have a look at farm number 2. Ah, that's this one here. I also truly want this guy. Now, I'm not sure what this one was called. Maybe there is actually a sign. Yeah, this is Mary's farm. So we definitely want to export this guy. Mary's farm, something along these lines. Great. We also got farm numero 3. Though this does look like it's just a farm and nothing of importance. So let's have a look at farm number 4. Ah, that's also a selling place. Let's read the sign. It is a Gomez Ridge Acres. So export selection with files, Gomez Ridge Acres. And there we have it. We have saved this bad boy as well. Pig enclosure is nothing that we need. Oh, the biogas plant could be of importance, to be honest with you. Holy cow, do we have to like take this entire thing? I think I'm actually gonna give this its own folder. So we're just gonna make a new folder here, biogas. Or we could call this, you know, like making a category together with the sawmill. Yeah, let's call it locations. There we go. So we can put multiple things in there. The first one is going to be the biogas plant. There we go. Next up, we have a railroad station. We already actually... Ah, no, we do not have this type of station. This seems like a passenger station, but this is too much, I think, for our map. Let's see, East Grain Elevator is this bad boy, and that is actually also a selling place that can have spikes and everything. So that's also something we want to save, and we are going to save this under farms actually as well. Because I started here, so this is going to be the Gold Crest, what was it, like Pacific Grain or something like that. In the end, it doesn't really matter how we name it. Then, this guy could be of note, because this is the only place where we actually could utilize the train. So, the railroad mill, what was that called? That was Maple Field Mill. So that's what I want to save it as. Maple Field Mill. Small Farm 05 is this guy. This is actually one that I've never used in-game. It's the Right Agribusiness. Oh man, that is like a crazy name. So, Right Agribusiness. We got a small farm number 6, which also doesn't seem to be for something significant. Look out northwest, maybe the South Grain Elevator. Ah, there we go. Okay, what is this? Is this like also a selling place? No, this looks like just a filling up place. We do not really need that. Oh, a county gas station. This might actually be useful, to be honest with you. I mean, we need a way to get gas, right? So that goes under locations again. The gas station. Then we have the small farm 07, which seems to be like the egg selling place number 2. And I just see the egg selling place itself isn't actually selected. So yeah, that might be something I take care of another time. I don't think the egg selling places are of most importance. Okay, so far so good. I think that's a good start. Let's close this and we're going to import a couple of things. We're going to import, let's see, the biogas station first. Let's see if it is actually a complete thing. Can I move this around? Yes, indeed. Okay, what would be a good location for the biogas plant? This could actually go right there. I'm also not so sure about this chasm and also these mountains. I just tried something here. Alright, I think I want to bring this over. Let's see, where's the freaking gizmo? Sometimes the gizmo is just, I don't know. Why is it over there, for instance? Does not make any freaking sense. Anyways, biogas plant, I mean, you can still move it to another location in case you want to utilize this map for something. I would also imagine that you want a couple more fields, etc. But let's just have a look at this very briefly. Okay, it looks as though everything is more or less intact, though this street is kind of disappearing here. Actually, it's not too shabby to begin with. We might want to paint this with concrete or something like that. Yeah, let's do some concrete here, just making sure that it looks a little bit more natural. And then of course one thing I definitely want to test today is some of the functionality. I want to see if everything more or less works. Then we're gonna zip it up and I'm gonna upload it for you guys. And hopefully you have been learning something from this mini series and enjoying it as well. Okay, I will take care of the rest of it another time. Let's continue loading in a couple of things. We still have the gas station, for instance. Now, where did this one go? It's right over there. So if I do this, then I should be able to see the gizmo. Yes, indeed. We're gonna move this all the way over. Though this one doesn't look like it's kind of on the floor. Yeah, look at that. Where did it... Look at that! Now it's up there. Let's undo this. Yes, something along these lines. It's actually not straight. It's not completely straight because it was built on uneven terrain, but it shall serve our purpose. So right now I'm just gonna move this right here and we consider it done, though it is a little bit sticking into the ground. Yeah, maybe we just do that. I don't know. It's probably floating at this point. Next up, we have a couple of farms that I wanted to load in this category. Egg place I'm not going to load in right now, but the Gold Crest Pacific Grain, I want this guy, definitely. Let's see, it went right here. Okay, we have to lift it up slightly. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And we should be able to sell stuff here and make money, but you can never be too sure. Now this guy actually also has an asset to it right here that I'm going to delete, I think. Yeah, I'm just gonna remove this, but the rest of it we keep. And we're just gonna keep it right here. Of course you would want to distribute stuff a little bit better so the helpers can do their thing. But for now I just want all the stuff in here. Gomez Ridge Acres is the next thing. Oh, this thing is actually kind of wonky. This was built on a hill that goes like up and down again. But we're gonna try the best with it. I'm just gonna, let's see, where do we want to place it? Maybe right here for the time being. Actually, thinking about it, I would like it to be with the other guy over there. So we're just gonna move it here and check that we don't have any collisions. Yeah, that seems to be fine. Okie doke, next thing. Maple Field Mill. That's actually the most interesting one as far as I'm concerned. We're also gonna settle this down right next to the previous farm. There we go. You know, we just want to see whether or not all of these selling places still work if I have them like that. Mary's farm, of course, cannot be missing. Though I have no idea where the heck it is. Right there. Ah, it's actually underground. That's always a little bit tricky. Good, that's also in place right there. We still have the right agri-business, and that's the last one apart from the egg place. And then of course I still need my silos. Okay, so let me load in the silo, and after that I think it's time to test the map. I'm actually looking forward to that. And then I'm just gonna leave it at that for the time being. I think that was enough of explanation on camera. And I hope this helped you to actually go ahead and build your own maps. So what we want is, I guess, locations and then maybe player farm. And here we should have, oh, we have the unloading station. We need that one, definitely. But we should also need like the silo. And I'm not sure where that bad boy is. Let's see. Ah, farm silo system. Okay, so these two guys, can I just take them and we're gonna export files with selection? What is this? I would say a location. This is like the silo. It doesn't matter to me anymore at this point. We are gonna switch to my map. There we go. And the silo is what we want. Where did it go? Good. Let's see, where do we want to put the silo for the time being? It would actually be great to have this kind of on my parking space at the moment. Okay, good enough for me. It doesn't need to be perfect. The most important thing is that we have all of these locations already spawned in. We just would have to distribute them a little bit more nicely, I guess. But yeah, mainly I'm loading up this video to kind of wrap it up, but also to give you the opportunity to post questions in case you have them. Because if there are quite a few questions, I might consider answering them in an additional video, or I can just help you in the comments section potentially. But with that out of the way, I think, yeah, I've shown you everything I wanted. Let's get in game and test a few things just to see that we haven't done anything wrong. So I saved this, we're gonna close this actually, but we're gonna open up my folder here. Yeah, this guy right here. We want to switch to Nathan's farm, and in this folder, so just before we have our main folder, right, we want to select this guy and then zip it into a zip file. There we go. So now that we have the zip file, we want to go to Documents, open up My Games, Farming Simulator 5, go into Mods, and then just add that mod that you've created, the zip file. There we go. And if you do this correctly, then it will be an option once you start the game. So let me quickly do that. And there we go, the sample mod. Let's get this bad boy started. Great. Okay, it looks good. I mean, look at the back. Oh, well, I've made a few grave errors over there, apparently. The backgrounds aren't, of course, perfect, but I've done it mostly on this side. You can see nowhere else we have the glitches going on. And we also have a little interesting hillside going on. Anyways, let's do the testing. We want to hop into the car and I'm just going to cheat a little bit of money. Let me see. What was like the cheat? Honk? Yeah, there we go. A couple of millions for me, please. We're gonna have a look into the shop. Let's get a tractor going. Or actually, I want to test the animals first. So we're gonna grab a truck right there. Buy, yes, and of course because we had our loading zone or our drop zone somewhere over there. Yeah, look at that. The truck actually appeared right there. So that means we should be able to purchase, for instance, an animal trailer, this guy right there. And we're actually gonna go into the truck and try to purchase a couple of animals. Animals, of course, are bought right here. Yes, open animal dialog. We're gonna go with cows or pigs. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with the cows first. So buy a couple of those guys, confirm, yes. But let's see, where are the stables? Right there, of course. We have to put these animals in here. Let's see if we can unload them. Yes, yes, unload. All of you bastards. Confirm, yes. And do we have the animals there? Okay, great. That is already working. Beautiful. Let's test one more thing. I want to see if the fields are actually working. So we're gonna purchase ourselves a nice tractor. Yeah, this guy, the Fendt. I know this one and I like this one. Vario, okay. Then we also need like a sowing machine. Let's just go with the best one. Why the heck not? Yeah, just so that we can cover a lot of ground. I do think this does have some fertilizer, right? Let's actually check this out. We're gonna get into our tractor and check out what this guy has in store for us. Yeah, it does carry some fertilizer, which is great. So that means theoretically, if I hire a worker, he should purchase those things, no problem. We're just gonna do this field. And of course, I placed this silo in a totally bad position for workers. That is something you actually have to keep in mind while building the maps. Anyways, let's just start the worker. It doesn't matter how we do the field. I just want to see if the mechanics work, and they do seem to work, so that is great. And also the worker purchased all the seeds and the fertilizer, so that's fine with me. One thing that we don't have on this map just yet are trees. And of course trees are important. If you want to do anything with trees, I wouldn't want to miss those guys. So in case I ever finish this map, I will actually show it to you again in a video. But mostly for me, it's just learning how to do it. And then at some point I lose the motivation to get into too much detail. I mean, I really admire people who can take themselves the time to finish such a map. It's incredible. It does take a lot of time and dedication. But who knows, maybe at some point I will have a random desire to do just that. Now, the worker actually stopped here. I'm not sure if that is going to be a general issue. However, we're just gonna increase the speed at which time runs. We're going to use another mod that allows me to go through time very, very quickly. So we might be able to witness a couple of growing stages here. Though this is already taking... okay, it did grow. Sometimes with the mod, you actually have to wait a little bit. It does seem to take a few minutes to show you the grown results if you skip time too quickly with the mod. But yeah, there we go. It's sunny again, and if we switch up to this point, I think we should be good, right? This should be like the final growing stage here. Not really. There's still a little bit to go, but there we go. Look at that. My fields are actually in there if we have a look at the growth. And it seems to be the last growing stage, so if we skip maybe to the next morning, we should be fine. There we go. See them grown. Okay, so the fields are also working. Now I would actually like to harvest at least some of that. Let's just go with the widest harvester here. I don't really care. We're not gonna use it for long. I'm gonna need this guy, I think, at the very end. Yes, purchase that. Oh man, these machines are just so cool. I wish I could already afford them in my private playthrough, which actually isn't that private. I'm doing a playthrough with Robin-Shield, and just for shakes and giggles, by the way. I haven't even considered, well, that's a lie. I have considered making an episode on it or so. But for now, you know, I just really enjoyed playing a little bit of farming sim with Robin-Shield. Oh no, did I not purchase the correct attachment for this guy? No, it should be the right one. I don't understand. Oh Lord, can't you help me and attach that piece? It would be so helpful. Please don't let me down. Proof that this works. Yes, okay, praying actually works. It's the first time for everything. Alright, phew. Okay, let's just hire a worker and let this be done for. Yeah, he's doing the job great, and he's also doing the straw and everything. Beautiful. Okay, now we need something that is gonna be able to sell our stuff. We're just gonna go with the cheapest thing here, actually. Yep, there we go, and we're gonna hop into our fend. And of course we need to grab the tipper we just bought. Right, let's go ahead and pick up the grain we have collected so far, and we want to test if we can actually store it within our silos, and then we also want to test if we can sell it. But first of all, we just have to grab a little bit here. Yeah, come on, give me all you have. Whew, it's actually already 3,000. That wasn't too bad for just the one row. So first test is, can we store it within our silos? If that works, then we can just place the silos wherever we want. So right now we should possibly check how much we already have. Yeah, look at that. If you spawn in a silo, you start with all of these materials. Right now we have 7,000 of the wheat, so we should be getting close to 10,000 or slightly above it. Okay, that seemed to work. Yeah, look at that. Great. Okay, and now we try to sell some of it. We're gonna go right here. There should be another hitbox. Yes, indeed. And we're gonna collect the wheat. There we go. That's enough. That's enough. We just want to check some of the selling places. Where did I have them? Right over there. Let's see this sold at, what is this? Like the right agri-business or so? No, this is just one of the small farms. Okay, so I'm not so sure if this is this a selling place? Yeah, that might be a slight issue. So this is like the train selling place. You would have to put this on the train station, and this one here I put way too high up. So I guess we will actually go to Mary's farm. Where is Mary's farm? I want to sell there. Is this Mary's farm? This might actually be it. Yeah, let's test this out here. Okay, so I can unload, and if we watch the money, it also goes up. So there are selling prices and everything. That's so great. That's so great. It's so easy to actually build a map once you understand what is going on here. But yeah, guys, I think with that out of the way, we're gonna wrap it up. I will put this map as it is right now in the description. So all you have to do is just click the categories of the building you want to move and move it to a more convenient location for you. I think all the necessities are spawned in. One more thing that we haven't done yet is like making a map image for this. But yeah, unless you guys have all these questions, post them in the comment section and then I will think about making an additional video. Other than that, thank you so much for joining me in this series, have a great time, and hopefully I'm gonna catch you the next time. Bye bye.